What are you doing? Are you sleepy? Huh? I decided to take Madam here out for a little morning leg stretch. Being as I already had her up in the yard and she was clean and dry, I thought, yeah, let's just chuck a saddle on her, tip one off the list for the day, and she can go out and just enjoy grass and not be disturbed again for the rest of the day. Can't you, honey? Yeah. I have to say, she is feeling really rather stiff lately. Yeah, I really do need to get that massage gun out on her. She just needs to do more exercise as well. Like, the more work she does, the better she gets. And the less work she does, the more sort of stiff and, you know, not feeling so great she gets. It was a really bad sentence, wasn't it? See, unfortunately for Nelly, in order to keep her in a really good place, she needs minimal food and maximum exercise. Which, when we get her there, like when she's in a really good routine, she actually really loves it. Because I've said before, she loves to go fast. She is a bit of a speed demon, this one. And when she's in lots of work, she does tend to forget about the food a bit more. I suppose it's the same as us. Like, if you've got nothing else to do, what do? You tend to go rummaging through the junk food cupboard, don't you? I think it's the same with her. It's like, well, if I'm not working, I'm just going to stuff my face all day. It's not good for us, is it, honey? No. You're loosening up a bit now, aren't you? I wonder if that massage helped you a bit. Loosen up those muscles behind your girth a bit. I'll have to remember to bring the massage gun down later. It should be charged by now. Then we can give you a proper pounding with that, can't we? You love that massage gun. Yeah, no, we're not turning around. Keep going. I have to remind myself as well, with Nelly here, she always takes a while to warm up. Always has, as long as I've known her. To get her, like, properly loose and limber usually takes a good 30 minutes. Yeah, it's just her. It's just always been the way with her. And I do have to remember that, especially when I do shorter rides. She doesn't do so well on shorter rides because of that reason. So if I'm just going to the end of the road and back, she usually feels a bit rubbish. If I take her for a longer ride and she gets plenty of time to, like, stretch out and loosen up and everything, she feels amazing after that. So, moral of the story is I need to do longer rides. Just... I will make the time. I will have to make the time. I do feel a bit ridiculous wearing tiny shorts and a vest top right now, I'm not going to lie. I don't think the sun is coming back today. That was sneaky, wasn't it? So we stopped for a poo right next to the buffet. It is quite disgusting to me that you stuff your face while pooping. Come on, move your butt. Let's go. Good girl. She's like, oh, but I want more. Come on. I think somebody's having some difficulties there, aren't you? Yes. Yeah, so going to dressage last weekend kind of reminded me how to ride. If that sounds weird, it probably, because it is weird a little bit. Yeah, I feel like when I don't go out to competitions, I tend... Oh, there's a very big angry dog in there. Better be chasing birds, not coming for us. There's a big dog. Yeah, so when I don't go to competitions or have lessons or, you know, stuff like that, you know, anything that kind of makes you push and improve on yourself, I kind of fall back into lazy habits. Come on, you're going to have to walk on a bit more than this. Am I going to have to pull that out of your mouth? I think you're having problems, aren't you? Oh, honestly, eyes bigger than her stomach and bigger than her mouth. Yeah, so I tend to fall into really bad lazy habits, and I kind of will just, you know, plod around the lanes on a fairly long rein, not really doing much. And I just spent like 10 minutes just then, off the camera, obviously, just really concentrating on her, really asking her to come up into a proper frame, getting her nice and straight, asking her to work quite low as well, really lifting her back. And like all of a sudden she feels really good. And it's just making me realise that I think half of my problem with my horses not being so great at the moment is the fact that I'm just not riding them properly. It's just so easy to, like, I love just going out hacking, going fast, plodding around on a nice long relaxed rein. But, and here's the big but, schooling is necessary. It's not always fun. It's not always something I want to do. It's not always something I can do. Obviously in the winter we don't have access to our fields because it gets so wet. But you can do exercises with your horse while out hacking, like I've just done with her there. And I just need to remind myself to do it more often. Because she's feeling really good right now, just for that 10 minutes of saying, no, okay, hang on, let's just pause here and let's get your head where it's meant to be, get you using your back, get you bringing your legs up under you, activate all the muscles that need to be activated and stop, you know, ambling along like a wonky donkey. And she's like, oh yeah, this feels good. So yeah, sack the rider. Do you know what the stupid thing is that I feel like I do this every year as well. I feel like I go through like these constant cycles of like really pushing myself and really trying to improve on everything. And then I just get this massive phase of sod it, let's just go for a stroll on a long rein and, you know, not really caring what we look like or if we're doing anything productive. We're just like having fun, really. And I could do it constantly. And every time I get into that mindset of sod it, this is where stuff starts to go wrong and everybody gets a bit achy and a bit wonky and a bit meh. And then I have a realisation like I'm having now and I'm like, oh yeah, I should probably start riding properly again and then all those problems will go away. So, yeah. Just adulting, honestly. I feel like I need a life coach or something. I just need some person to scream and shout at me every morning when I wake up. Remember to do this, remember to do that. Don't be lazy, don't do this, don't do that. Be a responsible adult. I need somebody to do that for me. Oh my goodness, what's happened to my hair? I think it's bed hair. So, I'm trying to figure out where the head collar is. I am brains and mashed potatoes right now. Today has completely gotten away from me, like completely. So I took Nelly out for a ride this morning, obviously, because you've already seen that bit. And I got back with her at like, I don't know, just after 10. And then Mum had some guests over. One of her friends brought his 2 daughters over. Oh, that did not work at all. Stay. My gate stopper keeps breaking. I should probably like fix an actual gate stopper of some description. But yeah, so yeah, one of Mum's friends come over, brought his 2 daughters over, young daughters. They spent some time with Nelly and Stumpy this morning. One of them went for a little ride around just in the yard on Nelly. Just a little sit on her, really. And then I went to go get something to eat because the hanger hit me pretty hard at that point. And I made the mistake of sitting down on the sofa. I sat down literally just for a minute. A comment popped up on one of my videos, so I was like, I'm just going to sit down for a second, reply to this comment, and then I'll get something to eat. I fell asleep. I fell asleep for like 3.5 hours. Oh, so bad. So yeah, I've not really done much today. At all. It's not good. I mean, I feel like I needed it. Are you two really sleepy? You got sleepy vibes today as well, huh? Yeah, you both got floppy lips. Maybe there's just something about today that's just made everybody really sleepy. Maybe the planets are doing something, I don't know. I don't know if there's any truth behind all that astrology stuff, but people reckon it affects you. I don't know. I mean, these guys seem to get crazy when there's a full moon, so there must be something to it. I don't know. Crazy people talk, I know. Yeah, so I've slept my afternoon away, basically. I've done absolutely sod all today. Oh yeah, while I'm here, I may as well show you. So that little short video I posted yesterday where I lost my temper with the fence. Basically, hooligan number 1 over there and hooligan number 2, who's hiding behind him, have been completely disrespecting the fences, like more so this year than any other year in the past. And loads of it got damaged and knocked down a couple of days ago, and I was like, Joe, I just had enough. And so I ripped all the rails off. And now we have this lovely tidy post and wire fence, which is all connected up. So if you go sticking your snouts on that trying to break it, you're going to get zapped, aren't you? Yes. You're going to get zapped. And I'll laugh when you do it. I'll be honest, mate, I am going to laugh. Because it's kind of karma for breaking the other fence, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Oh, wire. I nearly touched the wire myself then. Oh, I don't want to do that, although it might wake me up a bit. Really want to take Blue out, so I've just come down here to get him. I really want to take him out, because he's going to the dentist tomorrow. Well, he's going to the vet tomorrow, to have his tooth extracted. We're taking him in about 8:30 tomorrow morning, and that means I'm not going to be able to ride him for a little while, because obviously he's having a tooth taken out, so you're not going to want to do anything that involves pulling his head around or putting anything in his mouth. So I really wanted to take him out for a nice long ride today, but it's just going to have to be up to the end of the road and back now, I think. Good boy, Baloo. He's feeling surprisingly perky, actually. I struggled to wake him up to get his bridle on him. He just kind of, I mean, he was sleeping in the field, and then he came in, and he was asleep, like full on asleep. It is definitely a sleepy vibe day to day. Oh, it looks like everybody's like it. Woody is sleepy as anything. Nelly is sleepy as anything. Stumpy is... she doesn't really get that snoozy, but she had a good snooze this morning while the girls were here playing with her, so I think she may have been snoozed out already. But yeah, I could not wake him up to get the bridle on him. Couldn't get him to open his mouth. He was just out for the count. The lip was flopping. I couldn't get through to him. It was so cute. You're so cute, Blueberry. You do have some very cute moments, don't you? Even though you're a bit of a thug sometimes, and a bit of a hooligan and a bit of a troublemaker, you do have some really sweet moments. You're a nice boy, really, aren't you? Yeah, you're a nice boy. No, we're not going in there. Walk on. Walk on. Come on. Blue, we are actually going to have to walk on without stopping every couple of strides, because the sun is going down. Come on. Walk on a bit. Good boy. Walk with a little bit of purpose. That's it. Good lad. Good boy. Is anybody else getting frustrated with how early it's getting dark now? Like last night, it was dark by 8:30. And it's not really getting light until about 6 o'clock in the morning now either. It's just so frustrating. I am not ready for shorter days. Like winter, I don't mind really. Like the cold, yeah, I can deal with it. The rain we've had all summer anyway, so I've made my peace with that now. Oh, but it's the shorter days, it's the darker mornings, the darker nights. It just makes it so much more difficult to do anything around work. Yeah, I'm sure other people with horses must feel that frustration, but it gets to a point where you just end up riding on the weekends or days off or whatever, and I just don't like it. I don't like winter for that reason. I always get nervous when I ride under birds. I'm always a tiny bit scared they're going to pull on me. Okay, I have no idea if you guys are going to be able to see this from here. But, do you see that big cloud right there? There is some kind of electrical storm going on in that thing. Can you see it flashing? I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. I thought I was imagining it for a minute. Wow, it's getting brighter. Well, as cool as that is, and as peculiar as that is, I have a woodster that needs the rest of his hair plaiting, and he needs his rug on, and they all need their tea. And it is it's officially dark now. I have run out of light. Oh dear sausage. I am not ready for winter, bud. I don't know about you. Just not ready. Good boy. Sweet boy.